food, but what are the Westerners, so to speak, missing about the world food crisis and about what our role should be in resolving it?
Well, thank you so much for that question. And that gets me right into the work that I am doing now. With my research teams at Stanford, support from the Rockefeller Foundation and a number of other organizations, we stood up a new nonprofit last year called Food Systems for the Future. And looking at how do we identify market enterprises, actors across the food system that can, by investing in their development and growth, assist in ensuring that the food system meets the needs, not just of the affluent, but also of low-income and underserved populations. Why is that important? What you're seeing today with COVID is a food system in the United States and a food system in Europe. It's efficient, but it's not agile. And so what that meant for us in the United States is that we basically have two pipelines of food. We have producers who produce food for institutions, schools, restaurants, hotels, and we have producers that produce food for retail sell. When there was a disruption in the demand on the food system for the institutions, you suddenly had food that had no place to go.
We saw these awful videos in the news about, farms of just, acres and acres of celery, for example, that the farmers were saying they were just going to let rot.
Or even as a colleague of mine said in the dairy industry, if you are providing milk by the truckload, there's no place for that farmer to send that milk if the institutional system is shut down. And so you saw farmers dumping milk because
right.
There's no agility in the system. And the other phenomena that further complicates the system, the demand, is that in the system that provides for retail, you suddenly had 30 million Americans without income who couldn't afford to buy food anymore.
So demand was drying up all over the place.
You have food you have food going to waste because it has no pipeline to go through, and you have a pipeline without customers because those who, as you said, never thought they'd find themselves in a food line suddenly can no longer afford food for their families. And so what the U.S. government, and you saw the same in European countries, what they did was created the opportunities for nonprofits to purchase food from farmers and then to create boxes and distribute that food to those who couldn't purchase, who don't have the financial resources to purchase food. But we were months into this crisis before that occurred. And so you saw food loss, you witnessed people going hungry, and it laid bare all of the inadequacies in our food system. And